a reaction video. Alright, we finna get it on. I'm Caruso, and today we're gonna be talking about some of the comic book movies that have been going on lately. Some of the things that's been going on. Now we're gonna go over like 4 movies or whatever, not into any real super detail or anything. I just want to gloss across it, and just I want really the feedback is what I'm going on. I'll make these videos based off the feedback that I get. Okay, so Deadpool came out. Everybody loved it. They thought it was great. It was good to see a gritty superhero movie, Deadpool, which showed the character in all its glory and all its flaws, and he wasn't perfect, and he didn't have perfect language. He had a potty mouth. Hopefully in Deadpool 2 they won't censor it too much, because I know we got a lot of whiny ass fucking people in this country and elsewhere who don't like the fact that you got a superhero that curses. Well, excuse me, cursing is a part of the real world. And if he was going through this shit that he was going through, then he had every right to be cursing. And that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, Deadpool's an awesome movie. I just thought it was well made, well written. And Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool. Who could have done it better? I don't know. That guy is so arrogant, I think is the term that I want to use. But it's arrogance in a good way. And you know, it's campy and it's funny and it's goofy, and that's what I loved about the movie. But it was also serious, and you know, he had the cancer and everything. It was also very well, and the action sequences were outstanding. I mean, on point. It was well done. That's it for Deadpool. So we're going on to the next one. The next movie that came out was Batman v Superman. Everybody was looking forward to Batman v Superman. Everybody thought that this was going to be the greatest Batman Superman movie ever made, period. And that's what everybody thought, but they were wrong. The issue is with Batman v Superman is the director, Zack Snyder. He's a good guy, but he's a visual guy. He's a guy that provides incredible visuals, and occasionally he pops in a good movie, like The Watchmen. And The Watchmen was a very well written movie that he did. Now in the 300, he was also involved with that. But when you think of Zack Snyder, you think of visuals. That is what he's good at. He's not good at writing and pulling stories together and making it into a cohesive, believable film. You know, I haven't seen him do that lately. So now, were there cool things in Batman v Superman? Yes, it was. Okay. And it's a believable story, but they lost money on this movie. Okay, maybe they revealed that the promotional was all. They revealed a little too much in the trailers and stuff like Doomsday. They should have just kept that a surprise, or let it not tell anybody until like the last day. People knew Doomsday was in the movie 6 months or 4 months before it came out. It started leaking. You can't put that in the trailer. Even if it's leaked out, you can't show anybody. You leave that for the major films so it doesn't affect your bottom line. People go to the movie theater knowing Doomsday in it and just waiting on him to come. So instead of you leaving something to the mystery of it all and having Doomsday in the movie, you should have either teased that Doomsday was in the movie instead of showing him in all his glory. A lot of people didn't even go once they saw it. And Lex Luthor, okay, nothing against the guy. I forget the kid that played Lex Luthor. I don't got nothing against him personally, but he cannot play Lex Luthor, okay? And they should have just had a real Lex Luthor. I'd have been more happy if they would have just took Kevin Spacey. It wouldn't have been nothing bad about that. Kevin Spacey was a good Lex Luthor in the Superman Returns movie, and he would have been a good Lex Luthor here, you know. And it's just a waste of talent. You don't make no skinny little crazy looking kid like that Lex Luthor, man. You just can't do it. People who read the comics don't like that. They hate it. It was just dumb. It was a stupid move. Okay, let me give you a tip real quick, okay, when you're making superhero movies. Don't do everything the people that read the comics say, but do most of everything that they say. Okay, so the movie can be fairly balanced. Ugh. Okay, on to the next one. So we're just covering 3. I said 4. We're gonna cover 3. So the next one is Captain America: Civil War. Yay! Oh my God, Captain America: Civil War was such a good movie. So well written. It was written very well. I was wondering how they were gonna fit all of those characters into one movie. How they were gonna get all of them and try to draw a story around so many of them. They were able to do it, except for like Ant-Man, which you didn't really get a lot of background on. You got a quick background on Spider-Man, which if I had any criticisms of the movie, some of the character stories and backstories were rushed a little bit. With Spider-Man, it was rushed. He just went to Queens, met the kid, offered him a grant, bam, 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 and he's got him a suit and he's already ready to go. That story needs to be told at length a little more. Maybe they will put the actual what actually happened into the new Spider-Man movie that's going to come out soon. So I don't know, but I thought that if I had to criticize it for that and the music score, that bothered me a little bit. Okay, it would seem like the music score was lacking a little bit. Sometimes, people say, "Oh, there was lows." Yeah, there was lows, but some of the action sequences, the music wasn't great, and that could be my perception. But it didn't remind me of a big, giant movie that's going on. Now I don't want all this, all this stuff. But I would love to have had like some chase, more, dum 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 dum, thumping chase music in it, so you could feel the movie in a lot of ways. But in a lot of them, there was some dead areas as far as sound goes in there. So those are the only two criticisms I would have. Outside of that, the movie was well written. The story was well executed. I really thought that they did a great job. No Nick Fury. I kind of bummed about that, but they had Falcon, they had Black Panther in there, and they both did excellent. Falcon he had more of a bigger role this time around, which I thought was good. Also, Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman. Come on, man. This man is the bomb. I mean, his accent is very South African. He had a very nice accent to go along with that, and he played that role extremely smartly. I really do like him at that position. I think it was kind of nuts that they revealed his face so early, where he took his helmet off in front of all the police and they all know who he is already. I don't like that. I think he should have stayed who he was or escaped or whatever, but they should have taken his hat off and then now they know who he is. And it should have been a little bit of a mystery before they just revealed who he was. The audience would have knew, obviously, but inside the movie story itself, it should have been a little bit more of a secret than just him just taking his helmet off in front of everybody. And if his suit is bulletproof, then why did he take his helmet off in the first place? Nobody could have stopped him. They couldn't have caught him. And the bullets, he was getting shot with a 50 cal machine gun, and they just bounced off of him. So they had regular automatic rifles pointed at him, but they wouldn't have did any damage to him. So why did he stack? He didn't have to. He could have just left and came back at him again. So yeah, some of the areas they've missed, and I'm telling you, people will call them out on this. But outside of that, the movie was well written and well done. So you guys, if you like my commentary on the superhero movie genre and the comic books and the movies that came out so far, I want you to go ahead and leave a like down below, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because we're going to do more videos like this, and we're going to be talking about some of the upcoming projects that Marvel and DC are going to be into. Just let me know what you guys think overall about comic books and where we're going, and the whole DC versus Marvel thing, and who's going to come out on top here, and who's going to win the battle of the audiences. And this is supposed to be fun, so you hope both factions win, so because if they win, then we win, so that's what I want you guys to check out for me. Okay, so we'll see you next time on Caruso's Gaming and Reactions.